You ask the question, how can I strike a balance? Nobody can strike a balance. All you can do is realize what you are. And in that, there's natural balance. Who is going to balance? The Buddha could not do it. Christ cannot do it. They understood that I am not this. This is the play. Somehow it's a play. And even my speaking is within this play, somehow. But it's auspicious in the sense that it is geared towards awakening to the mistake, to see. Because the consciousness is also present here. And this consciousness is what wants to recognize itself. It wants to recognize itself independent of its attachments. This is what's happening. So once that is seen and it is recognized that the life force is the animating power in this universe, it's happening by itself, all this activity, even my thoughts, they're happening by some power. And the thinker of the thoughts is also a thought. It's seen, it becomes clear for you. Then somehow something stops. Perhaps it is the anticipation stop. Perhaps it is the intention stops. Maybe it's because the identity stops. Something stops. And the activity carries on in some way. But the confusion cools off, you see, like this. And in that is found a natural harmony is there. Because you're not sending in your programming. Okay. In the same way, like I say, you don't go to a restaurant with your own menu in your hand. You don't come to life with your own requirements. If you can be like this, you've found the secret.
But at the same time, if you are flying on holiday, you hope that the pilot knows where he's going.
Yes, they usually do know. If you're going to think like this, you're going to be in big trouble. Because we don't know anything, actually. You go on a bus, how do you know that the bus driver has not just had a big argument with his wife and decide he's going to crash the bus? You trust. When you go to a restaurant, how do you know they don't go to the toilet, don't wash their hands? You trust. We are instinct with trust. You have to trust. Otherwise, you'll be completely crazy. You have to watch everything. You'll be like, and some people are a little bit well on the way. Something trust. Sometimes you don't realize how much you trust. You have to trust. You're compelled to trust.
But the point I'm making, and it relates to what someone was talking about earlier, is strategizing. You know, sometimes you need an objective to work towards.
Yes. And normally, up until a point, we are like this. It cannot be helped. We will all do it. Gradually, something has brought you here. I don't come here with an evangelical message. But some people find themselves here, we find that we're speaking. And that something in what is being said is about you, is relevant to you. I say that the consciousness itself has made the appointment, has arranged for you to be here to talk about these things. So an aspect of ourself is still concerned about this point, these points. How do I somehow get it right, the balance right? So as long as there is inside us, there's some desire, there is a sense of me and a vision of where I want to go, a kind of dream that you want to follow, then these thoughts, these ideas, these questions, these doubts, they will persist. But gradually, you're also being called into yourself at the same time. And I'm showing you a place which is, in a way, placeless, a space within yourself, that in coming to recognize this, it's like the master key. It opens all the locks, if there are any locks. By discovering this discovery automatically is blessing every other aspects of the manifestation, automatically. But we don't work like this. Often we feel a particular thing and you want to target this thing. That's also something that is unhelpable for a while. You cannot help it for a while. But some has gone beyond this thing, come more into that recognition, but I am just this, and whatever is happening is just happening. And I'm okay with this. They find their joy not in about how things are manifesting outwardly, but how they are being experienced internally.